You have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
Hello, greetings everyone. Thank you for joining us for tonight's channeling. So, blessings everyone, and we get started. So, we just have Q&A, messages in the beginning, and then Q&A. So, all right, and here we go. Greetings, I'm Michael. Sending you love, light, understanding of your human experience, understanding of your challenges, to make peace with your challenges, make peace with yourself. And you're having difficulties with that, they're holding grudges against themselves and others of your spirit world, such as your prime creator, God. They're having difficulties seeing the true lesson because it's of bitterness. And bitterness does cut away from evolving, connecting to your higher selves. As when you're having difficulties getting through the day without having a negative word or two, or more than that normally, your people will begin to resurrect your old selves, your old ways. As there's many changes on the way for vortexes and vibrations of the new human that is already moving through your solar system, through you. Because it's not just your world, it is other places that are bringing assistance. Sending love, blessings. We are the galactic Agarthian collective. We are you in the future, your future selves. As your Earth's vibration opens, you will see more future selves of you once you are ready to connect. Many are having difficulties seeing themselves as it is because they're used to a lower vibration, and they will continue to do so until they are ready to release that. As many are, yes, a part of an Anunnaki mindset on their planet of being the good slave. And many of your humans are following that, aren't they? So it's difficult for them to release that because they're trying to make their masters happy. They aren't fully aware of it, but they are. Many of you have broken away from that, but most have not. Because they must feel like they are part of the slave race, be accepted, be many things, be part of the job network, whatever it is, that's part of the Anunnaki control grid on your planet. But those that are awakening and moving away from that, let's feel that situation. One moment. You must be going now. Blessings. Okay. Greetings all, I am Metatron. Sending light to your chakras, your awakening yourself, your higher selves, your grand opening of your new lives of incarnation. See many of you actually releasing a lot of the Anunnaki spells that have been done on your planets, where you can see more, removing implants so you can see more, hear more, connect more. And that's how to remove implants, remove that negativity, basically. Find the light within yourself and continue through that light, follow that light through yourself. You can release a lot of the mind control that's been done by not just Anunnaki, but so many different beings that wishes you for not to find yourself. And you can regain your power, of course, of healing, the full healing, while also becoming the galactic being that you are all intended to be and will remember, as some of you already are. And see yourself on the other side in spirit as you regain your abilities. I am here to bring assistance for your questions.
Yes, hello, Metatron. So first up is Daria.
Hello.
Greetings.
Greeting. So, what do you have for me today?
Well, that you have not fully healed yourself. That is what I am saying. Yes, but I don't see effort there. It's still been on pause for a while from what I'm seeing.
Anything specific?
Avoiding certain energies within yourself. One moment. Yes.
Yes, I'm listening.
Certain distractions have been taking away from your spiritual development, but that is for you to discover what that is. But, yes.
Yes, of course. Anything else?
Well, yes, you see you as a healer. But when you are ready, right now you are in pause from what we are seeing. But that is fine. That is your choice. That you can remove certain entities from humans that are not aware of what is around them. But right now, that is in the works from what I'm seeing. As for connecting to that energy, that is what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, thank you. And I'll hear more about that later. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, next is Peter Camp.
Hello, much love, Metatron.
Yes.
How you doing?
Yes.
Brilliant. I just want to know. I guess I'm going quiet again. I'm on another lesson at the moment, self-generated one about food.
Yes.
That's how it works, isn't it? Everything
That's
goes.
fine. Of course.
Yeah.
Do what you
Okay.
feel for your vibration. You still have to feed yourself. Not everyone's ready to go on a complete fast forever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just interesting. Do you have any messages for me, please?
Yes, you're connecting more with spirit. You're also letting go of old demons that you might not be fully aware of. But also you're opening up many doorways for others to follow in their path. That will be seen to you when the time is right. Sometimes you might feel that your experiences are helping others in their experience. You might not necessarily connect to them in the physical, but you might get indications, possibly, that you're awakening many around you, that you're not strangers, basically, as you're going this path. Of course, this is up to you if you wish to connect with it.
Oh, I do. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
It's very interesting. Thank you very, very much, Metatron. Much love.
Much love.
Next up is Emmy.
Hi, Metatron. How are you?
Greetings. I'm doing well.
That's great. The first questions are going to be for my cousin Mary, who couldn't be here.
Yep.
Her first question is, are there any messages for her?
That she is slowly taking control of her own power to heal herself and others. But you see her connecting to others when the time is right. There is a certain mystery within herself. Actually, I am seeing Anunnaki there to release from their past, like of slavery in her past. Will help. She has a lot of ancient connections, and exploring this should help her open up her abilities, trust her abilities. So trusting her abilities has been the big obstacle. It has been coming through, but she has not fully trusted it. So in meditation or have assistance from others, we believe she will begin to assist very soon when she is ready, but we see it's coming soon. But it's up to her, of course.
And her next question she wants to know is what particular action can she do to show her appreciation to her celestial team?
Just be yourself, basically. Bring happiness to yourself. Just find her highest joy, basically. And that will be given to her team of living her life, trying new things. What we see in the spirit realm of her gifts, sharing her gifts with others, is where we see giving it back to her team. So it'll bring joy to her also, that she changed her life also, for the positive, of course. Blessings.
Thank you. Thank you. And my name is Emmy.
Yes.
And my question for you is, what guidance do you have for me for my spiritual development?
Connect to your spirit guides more. How are you? I don't see that as a. You connect to them, but there is disconnect there. I believe your connection to your guides will increase. They've been kind of staying back for your lessons, but we see them coming closer to you. So for your connection, we believe your guide connection would be the strongest. Give yourself a couple of days for that to strengthen. You don't feel you're still going through tests where they have to stay out of the way, but it does seem like they can come through more clearly now. That is what I'm picking up on. That's the sign.
Thank you. And my next question is, what are the messages for me from anybody else, specifically as it pertains to my work and relationship situation, or lack thereof?
Well, they say they're going to stay out of the relationship area. That is for you to just to explore, basically. They don't really have to add anything. They already have. They've said whatever there is to be said. There is a heavy Palladian presence around you, mostly with the Nordic energies. A lot of them are involved with the government system that is going on. You might feel a presence of them that has increased recently also. It has to do with the Earth changes also, but also the government grid. What's going on with the government? They're trying to hoax humanity as they're making changes. So they're basically hoping humanity does not notice. It's mostly going to be in a fourth dimensional vibration. Some of you might start to pick up on it, maybe even now. Yes, that's a little bit out there, isn't it? But
I think I understand it, though.
okay. Well, yes, they don't want people to see what they're doing. It's gotten a little bit complicated for them. You can just use your intuition to connect with. Most likely, you'll show it.
Just really quickly, I was putting a product together. I kind of put 2 and 2 together without saying much. What do you think of what I came up with?
Yes, I believe yes is correct. Yes, just continue on.
Thank you so much. Blessings to you.
Okay, next is Nick.
Blessings, Archangel Metatron. Thank you for coming through, and thank you for past connections.
Yes.
First question I have is my current work dealings in the timelines and whatnot. Has that run its course, or am I still getting kind of blowback from a recent attack?
I believe it has run its course. From what I'm seeing, it ran its course. Should be able to rebuild.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you for that, Archangel Metatron. I'll just leave it open if there's any additional messages from Spirit.
any change that has happened recently, you will be able to heal. There is a lot of lower vibrations around you, but nothing to fully take you down. But at this point, you're in a rebuilding process also of yourself. So there are new timelines that have opened recently also for you to go in another direction, but actually to enhance your abilities and your connection to the earth. So
I appreciate that, Archangel Metatron. Thank you very much. Blessings.
Okay, next is David, and I will be reading his questions. His first question is, are there any galactic messages for him?
yes, I see a lot of insectoids around you at this time. Friendly ones, but also ones that have been kind of a mind control type of insectoid also that you have been dealing with. From what I am seeing is a purple spider being, basically, that has been around controlling humanity, certain vibrations on this planet. You have been involved with removing that type of mind control in your astral state, of course. I believe you are more of a humanoid. I'm seeing mostly a Palladian aspect of you that's bringing much assistance to this. And this insectoid is, this is like the mother. And she's very powerful. She is kind of large, yes. She is mostly in the Middle East also. Yes, connected to your Isis also. But I believe you have, well, its dealings not been fully contained at this time. She's been here for a while, actually. Blessings.
And David's second question is, have I been anywhere interesting?
One moment. Well, you've been visiting other aspects of yourself recently. One moment. Other Earth realities that are a lot simpler than this one. Ones where you were actually quite successful as a businessman, but one that is not, one is very caring, not very selfish. You can connect to that if you wish. I'm not sure how exciting that is, but it is a life of great success. But you're giving it to others also. Kind of like with Scrooge, but after he awoken and started to be nice to everybody. So you're at that stage. I never say you were a part of the not so nice, not at all. It's a part of your soul that you wanted to explore. That you can have wealth and still keep your sanity without turning into something that you would not be too pleasant with. And I believe it was successful after being a pleasant person, basically. I am seeing also a connection with your moon, but I'm not getting full details of it. But you're very much involved with your moon at this time. That's in secret, from what I'm telling. Blessings.
Next is Christy, and I will be reading her question. Her first question is, how can I heal my heart? I request healing from the high councils of divine light.
Yes, but also you have to, well, you are in a healing, some of that you have not healed yet. There's some areas of your heart that you have not let go of certain individuals from what I'm seeing. I'm not fully forgiven from what I'm seeing. Not to name names. But there are certain individuals that you're not fully let go of for your healing. So that I'll leave with you. Blessings.
And her second question is, do my guides or star families have any advice for me and Hayden?
Only that you're going in the right direction. Yes, there'll be twists and turns. If you're going in the right direction, you will. They also say you will find a new home, not just where you're at. They say you will find a new place also. Over time, this could be a 10-year radius. It's not something that'll happen quickly. But over time, you will find funds for this also. Could be sooner, but I believe it will take some time. Blessings.
Next is Daniel.
Hello, greetings, Archangel Metatron.
Yes. Greetings.
Greetings. Thank you for being here. My first question is about lately I've been feeling this sense like I have like a higher order of mental function, but like whenever I try to connect to it or really, like for example, like when I'm trying to use it for, my job, memorizing new things like that, it's like I just can't. And I feel like there are Elohim energies around that, like kind of blocking me in certain ways or creating a certain wall around me in certain ways. And I want to understand that more in my connection to them, if possible.
Well, yes, your connection to Elohim, yes, is very sacred. Throughout your, yes, you know things about the Elohim that others have no idea of. So that's another part of your, yes, that's a part of that you might not even be able to connect to at this time. Possible they will start to give you certain details. But yes, they're part of the Elohim with you that lays in mystery, but you can enhance. But as for, you say you have issues, if I'm even understanding your question, connecting or remembering?
Connecting to like, I just feel like this sense like I have like a higher order of mental function that I'm not even accessing yet,
Yes,
even though I want to.
Oh, of course. Yes, I have that now. Yes, you're much. Well, I believe you're actually entering into it little by little, though. So you might feel getting stuck, but I see that is slowly. It's not as much as you want, though. But I see you opening that up at this time, and that is I believe, with the Elohim energies. That's part of it.
Like the whole reason I'm blocked from it, you mean?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And all we can say with this is to go. You are entering into that realm. It's just not being identified by you as important. It's sort of like it's coming through to you, but it's not being recognized right now, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You will eventually. You will eventually.
Okay. Thank you. My second question has to do with this kind of reoccurring kind of thing I've been seeing in some of my meditations where it's like I see this kind of, say, like, I don't know how to describe it other than what looks like plexiglass, and it's like I just see it and it like has a bunch of scratches and dings on it, and it looks like I'm just seeing through my third eye, yet I just see this like plexiglass thing. And in my most recent meditation I saw like this plexiglass thing but with like a hole in it and like a gateway to another scenery or something. Could you explain that, like where that comes from, what that all is?
It's another dimension you're connecting to, one that is, you could say, somewhat forbidden to be connected to, at least that from what I am feeling, it's an Anunnaki presence, but not entirely. But some of it is that it's like a forbidden area for at least the third dimensional human to connect to. Not to say you can't get through. I believe you will be able to see right through it, but at this time, you're just like looking at it and not sure what you're getting involved with, so there's that hesitation there. I believe you'll be able to open through and go through it if you should do so.
I see. I was wondering more about like what the plexiglass itself was there doing, what the purpose of it was.
One moment. One moment. They're not going into any details of it. It's just your perception of what you are seeing. Is actually other forms of it from what I'm seeing.
Okay.
That's your version of what you are picking up on. Because there's other different. It's mostly a cloudy energy from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I did feel that idea. It's like meant to like block me in or something like that, or kind of like, yeah.
You can always go around it. You should be able to find an entryway. That's up to you if you wish.
Okay.
That's up to you.
Okay, thank you.
Next up is Tran.
Hi, Metatron.
Greetings.
So I read a book a few years ago called Metatron. This is the Clarion Call, and in it there's a daily practice that helps you activate your Merkaba. So I was wondering if, firstly, if these exercises that are detailed in this channeled book would help me to more consciously remember what I do in astral.
It will help a little. There's some of astral that does not, part of you does not want to remember yet. You're coming to a phase of start to remember, but right now it will help a little. It will not. I do not see it helping a whole lot. Well, I believe this exercise can be used in the future also, or your own methods for that matter.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to know that, because otherwise I would have spent some wasted time there. Okay, my second question is, in a reading that I had with, I think it was an Arcturian some time ago, I was told that I've had an alternate or parallel lifetime as an archangel or something.
Yes.
One that did stuff like shifting energies.
Yes.
Would you be able to tell me any more about that?
Well, it's an aspect that's going on. It's alive right now. Being at third density is kind of difficult to connect to that vibration. But it is a vibration that you can connect to. That is, from what I see, is still active at this moment. And yes, it's a female energy. The name is up to you, what name that you feel. It doesn't really have a name. Whatever name that feels right for you has many names. No name and many names. It does not matter. But for this energy you can connect to help open yourself up also. Through meditation, I believe will be helpful. But as for what this being is, well, this archangel energy is here at this time. I believe it's around certain alien beings at this time, guiding them towards humans to assist. Because a lot of humans are rejection alien encounters because of fear. So I believe that's part of it. There's much more, of course. It's, oh yes, the crossing overs help souls cross over also.
Oh, really? Is this archangel helps souls cross over?
Yes.
Is that why I'm able to so easily do that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks. Thank you.
And next up is Omran, and I'll read his questions. His first question is Sanat Kumara another aspect of me?
Yes, I believe so, yes. And this is something, yes, you should explore. I don't necessarily have anything to add to that. I believe you have it all. Understood. Blessings.
Okay, his second question is, was I the one who made or helped you into becoming an angel or the transformation into an angelic being?
Yes, you were part of the transformation. Basically, you gave me encouragement. As you saw the potentials, my potential, to go in this direction. Of course, I did not see that. So I'm not really, no. So having assistance from you and others, Gabriel, was a big influence in my transformation. Yes, there was several around, but you were a heavy presence there. Yes.
Next is Michelle.
Greetings.
Greetings, Metatron.
Greetings.
First, I'd just like a message from you specifically for my highest good at this time.
Yes, from what I see, you're letting go of a lot of demons. You're also moving into a new direction where your mind will think differently. You're already seeing that, I believe. Would you see a transition? I believe you, well, yes, I believe you're already going through that transition. But a mind transition, a different way of thinking type of transition. As slowly moves you, I believe you're already sensing that already. You might also start to feel younger. Yes, go ahead, please.
What kind of transition? Toward Like
I mean,
what
it's
direction?
physical and mental transition. I've seen mostly the mental transition.
Right. I have a lot of 3D stuff that I like let pile up, and I'm trying not to have a real 3D freak out over it. But
Yes.
so can one manifest an outcome of something like, say, I need something done with my driver's license in another state and they want me to show up there and I don't want to go. Can I manifest just an outcome? That's
Well, you can
like
manifest
magic.
the outcome of you being there eventually, yes.
Oh,
Physically, you have to find a way to be there. I don't believe your online units are that sophisticated yet. But you're getting there. You're kind of connecting to timelines where that has not been invented yet, but it will eventually. It will be. So I do see it's part of you going to have to just
suck it up.
yes, but yes.
Yes, but what?
Well, I do see you actually. Well, we say continue on this manifestation, see where it goes. There's nothing wrong with that. You never know.
All right.
It's between you and the physical world. Also, we believe that transition, if you have to physically be there, we see it where it'll be doing this also, most likely you have to be there physically. We just see it where it'll be an easier transition than you might think. It's not that bad. I'm not seeing anything that bad.
Great. That sounds amazing. Thank you.
Yes.
Much love.
Sure.
Next up is Steven.
Hello, Metatron.
Yes.
Greetings. Much love. I was just wondering, I had a dream about 4 or 5 days ago where I felt like I was a planet, and I was talking to this other, I think it was a planet or universe or source. But anyways, I remember I was on the planet, on the surface talking to someone, and then all of a sudden I'm back in space, and I'm talking with this other being, and then it felt like and there's certain planets and stuff were in a certain arrangement, and then all of a sudden I went to sleep or something, and I woke back up, and I was like, oh, there's something different here or whatever. And in the other person, the other planet or source I was talking about, it's like, yeah, I kind of made a mistake and kind of destroyed something. I had to rearrange, had to create another one and put it in this spot. And because I kind of felt like it was in a different area or something. And I was just wondering what this is about, if you could share some information. Thank you.
Well, this is a reality that you are connected to that did coexist with you, but it's still coexisting with you right now. And your connection to a planet is as a planet is correct. It's been obviously one of your other aspects, but you are very connected to that. And you're bringing a lot of that knowledge into this reality as you are aware. But as for this connection here, well, what this other entity world was testing itself out. It was seeing what it can do, and it did things that it should not have done. But how are you going to know unless you do it? So that was done on a massive scale. On your world, you do it also, but it's small scales. So that tells you with a lot of power what you're capable of. Some have too much power, but that's how you learn, though. It's all in how you learn. So that was necessary for that one to experience that. Blessings.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's like, I made a mistake and I had to recreate it or whatever. So that's pretty interesting.
Yes.
I was just, and the second question is just any general message about maybe the upcoming changes governmental wise about people accessing more of their accounts, their Treasury Direct accounts, and the birth certificate and Social Security account and the SAR, other stuff like that, to bring about peace and prosperity and equality to all energies here, where no longer the abuse will remain in effect, or people have the choice to choose the peace more easily, or just a message in general. Thank you.
Well, right now, many humans are still involved with your current climate as for financial, of course. But much of the new income or without income is opening up for you also. Alternative income, that is finding itself on your planet. At this time, there are lower energies that are around your September actually trying to cause a financial collapse, so they will not be successful from what we are seeing. But they are trying. Those, the doomsdayers, or feel that they're right until the month comes and nothing happens. But some of them are connecting to timelines where there will be a financial difficulty, but we're not seeing it at this time. It is being diverted at this moment. So those that are afraid of your September, not to be afraid at all. But there are timelines where it's very much happening at this time, actually at this time. But as for awakening, well, your future human will no longer need income. It will change it over time, but then not need it anymore. Yes, your monetary system will have to change as your Earth becomes more of a more positive environment. It will change it, but then it will let it go altogether, from what we were seeing. These are steps, just little steps. Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, next up is Humberto.
Hello there.
Greetings.
So my two questions are from a friend that I know. Her name is Haima. The first question is, I heard stories from my family members that my grandfather was a great man with huge talents. He built a successful business and took care of many people. He apparently once dreamt of a goddess who asked her to build a station for ship. He got rich after the Second World War, but after India got its freedom, he lost everything in the next 20 years. I wanted to know why this happened.
Life happens, basically. He's not. That just shows you that you're not always be able to control your timelines. But also for him, a lot of it he disconnected from. It's like the wealth was great and everything, but he saw a lot of disconnect also. He wanted to go back to his roots. Yes, of course, his third density version of himself was not into that. But I believe it's more of his spirit was ready to let go of all of that. It wasn't really bringing much fulfillment. It was, but it was not. So it kind of brought him back to what was to reality, but his third density version did not see it that way, of course. There's many lessons that had to be learned there, basically. He actually wanted to experience everything, and he did, as you can see. Great wealth and then no wealth. So that's what I'm saying.
Thank you very much. The second question is, my sister and parents went through a lot of pain lately because of me. Can I make them proud of me again?
Of course, just believe in yourself. But the idea is to make yourself proud of yourself, not worry about them so much. Just as long as you're comfortable with you, that's what matters. What others are thinking, that is part of your test also, not to let that interfere with your mindset. The idea is for you to follow what's right for you. And that's not always what others want to see, because they have a certain idea where your life should go, as you might see. So just follow what's right for you.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Okay, next up is Sheena.
Great, Sheena. We know each other well. I cannot hear you, but I sense you.
Her mic isn't working. She's typing it out.
Okay, then we'll go on to Lucy.
Hello, Metatron.
Greetings.
Hi. I had a question about your prism of healing light.
Yes.
That it was on a channel that it was only going to, the first 5 days before and after this month, next month, and the next month. So, but is it always there? And is it a good thing for me to use? Because I'm not getting help in the medical field except for pain medicine, and I think it's dulling me.
Yes, it will last as long as you wish it to. Some are putting restrictions on it because they have their own agendas involved, which is fine. That is part of there. But if those that wish to connect to an alternative message, it can go on as long as you want. There's no limitations to healing.
So, like, it can fix your bones, and it can fix your bones in your spine.
Over time, yes.
And that would be good for me.
But also, yes, but realize your vibration, just continue with it, yes. Over time it will, yes. But it has to do with belief systems. It will also help your other healing abilities also.
Right. That was my second part. I was told by a great spirit or prime creator that I was Elohim. And I used to have a lot more, I'd have prophetic dreams and even waking and asleep, and they disappeared, and someone said it was part of my contract, which I rewrote. But I was just wondering if you could shed some light on how come I'm not more angelically inclined, or have at least clairaudience where I can hear my guides.
But the idea in this incarnation was to live it like most humans do. And for you, it is like, it's like I'm ready to scream, basically.
I didn't.
Yes. Go ahead. But yes, this is part of your test. It's like in other lifetimes, you've had all these abilities. In this lifetime, you're taking, well, you still have them. It's just for this test, you are here to experience certain emotions, certain feelings, certain. It all has a task. It's all happening the way it should be.
But when I wrote back to Prime Creator, I wrote a letter to change. I mean, I reported on how it was to have the abilities that I used to have, and how it felt to be without them, because I just kind of took it for granted because I had them from birth.
Exactly.
And I wrote it out and said, this is how it feels, and da 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 da. So I've learned my lesson. I hereby change my contract. So that didn't work, I guess.
I do not see it working. No, not yet. A little bit here and there it will, but right now you're still on your task. It has not been fully granted. Let's put it that way. It has been heard, but not fully granted.
I just don't understand how I can be a healer if I can't motivate, get out, do things, move.
Well, just be yourself.
Okay.
But you are sending out healing already.
Yes.
Right now you're healing yourself. Yourself is really the prime candidate right now.
Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. I'll just be talking to you as I normally do then. How about that?
Yes.
And blessings.
Blessings.
Next is Kingsley, and I'll be reading his questions. His first question is, do I have any messages?
It does seem like your guides are awakening to you more. As for your abilities and direction, there's still a mystery there of where it's going. That mystery there is for a reason. In astral, you are fully connected to your abilities, and you're slowly bringing them to fruition, to your now moment. There'll be times of pause also. There'll be times where you need to take a break from your abilities, concentrate on your third density timeline. That will actually help you when you get back into your exercising your abilities. You won't have a time when you're going to, I believe you'll slow it down. I don't believe you'll fully slow it down altogether. One moment. Some distractions. But also, just follow your intuition, basically. As for where you're going, but it does seem like there's some downtime you'll be going through. But for the most part, just follow your lead, follow your direction. You're actually changing your guides, your mind. You're actually changing your contract also, it seems. Blessings.
And his next question is, I've been working on trance channeling. I can feel different energies merging, but what do you think I should do when working on this ability?
Well, you're not fully let go of your third density. You have limitations up right now. You're not fully let down your walls yet. Basically, just trust the energy that's coming through. Just trust it. But also, your ego is kind of in the way in some ways. But I believe you will be successful with this. Just trust it. And surround yourself with light. I believe you're already knowing that. Just give yourself some time. It will open up eventually. Blessings.
Next up is Terrence.
Hello, welcome to Skype call testing service. After the beep, please record a message. Afterwards, your message will be played back to you.
I don't believe that was Terrence.
So you know your mic is working.
If you are able to hear your own voice, then...
Oh, sorry about that. Next is Peter.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
And everyone here. My first question is there any messages from my guides?
You have, let's see, one moment. You have Mother Mary very close to you at this time. For healing, for direction, to release negative connections from their past. She is I would say she is a guide in many ways, but not your your main guide, but in many ways she is in that role in a lot of ways. One moment.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Oh, thank you. My second question is that when I was younger, 10 years old, I had this experience when I went to sleep. I saw a ball of light, and then all of a sudden I went into it, and I saw my future. And ever since I was 19, I've been seeing the same occurrences, and I feel like I can see my future. And I just want to know is that what I see from now on? Is that what's going to happen, or is it possible to change?
There's always a possible change, yes. You also have a time traveler energy around you also. So what I'm seeing as an Arcturian being, that was time traveling was one of your gifts. Without use of technology, I believe you use technology to a certain degree. But what you are seeing is alternative timelines. Now, some of them might come true, of course, because you chose that one, but you're not always going to be aware of what you're choosing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes I see it. Okay.
It's showing up for a reason. but it's giving you that choice. It's mostly, I believe, a timeline that you chose not to be. You might also see Earth timelines where you are not fully involved, but you'll see certain scenarios in place.
Okay. So there's still a point to living.
Of course. Oh, yes, you're just focusing on your abilities now. So when you focus more on it, as you understand it, there will be a test that life doesn't have any meaning, but then you will find that meaning. But yes, it is a test for sure. But you will overcome these aggravations from what I'm seeing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Terrence.
Hi, yes, greetings. I would like to know what entity or entities were affecting me last Thursday.
Well, I'm seeing lower vibration Nordic energies around you. I believe the tall blondes, there's 3 of them, 4 of them, 3 of them around you. They did not, your direction that you're going in, they did not really agree to it, it seems. They did not like what was going on. Basically, you're just opening up to yourself, basically. More. And you're causing trouble to their timelines. Only because they're causing mischief in other realities. So you're just basically doing what you're here to do. And they didn't care much for that. So they're trying to take out the source. Not to say take you out, but cause some aggravation from what I'm seeing. There are other entities involved. I believe a spider being, but I'm not getting a clear connection on that.
Thank you. My second question, is there any messages from you?
What I'm seeing around you is a higher energy. Of course, everybody has it. Your higher energy is very close to you. Source energy. Imagine you can feel it. If you're not feeling it now, you will eventually. Where you see other versions of yourself, but also see possible timelines. But mostly it'll be sent to you by a word. You might feel certain vibrations of direction of where to go, scenarios of choices. I see that opening up to you also. One moment. Also, your Atlantean knowledge should slowly start to find itself to you. A lot of the Atlantean secrets, I don't believe this has been fully brought to you, will come to you when the time is right, because there's a lot of unlocking of your DNA that's needed, and connecting to Atlantean knowledge will open it. Just basically a meditation on Atlantis should give you, you might not fully connect with that, but over time you will. When the time is right. You have a soul contract here, so not everything is going to be open right now. But it is something, at least it'll be in your mind when the time is right. Something to explore. Blessings.
Thank you.
And next up is Legend.
Hello, Metatron.
Greetings.
Hey, I've been going back to this location a few times recently to engage with these reptilians that, playing a little cat and mouse game with me. What's the deal? They want to engage with me? Are they just laughing at me, or what? I don't know what the hell.
Well, I believe they pulled back quite a bit. They were engaging. I believe they pulled back from what I'm seeing. Basically, yes, they know that you know business. They're not going to go that far, but they were kind of antagonizing you. But I believe they have stepped back. They can't go too far. It's against the rules.
So they're just teasing me.
Pretty much, yes.
So let it go. Leave it alone.
I would let it go. I don't believe they'll come back. I don't believe they're allowed to come back again, from what I'm saying.
Well, they were all up in me for a while there, and then now they're just gone.
From what I'm seeing.
I thought they wanted to share some stuff with me.
One moment. One moment. I let her time. Did say.
Okay, thank you very much.
I believe there will be a friendlier visitation, but not from them. I believe you will have information to you, but will be from a friendlier species. These ones kind of blew it from what I'm gathering.
They're a little rough, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, they gave me a complete download last time I was engaged with them.
There should be, I see more information that has not been fully brought to you. So, that is what I'm seeing at this time.
Okay, thank you.
And next is Carrie, and I will be reading her questions. Her first question is, can you help open my heart chakra to love more and attract love?
Yes, we will assist you where yes we are allowed to, but a lot of it you are under control right now. Attracting love is when the time is right for you. Right now is not the time, but it is you are in the works for it, of course. Blessings.
Her second question is, are there any messages for me?
One moment. All your guides say is just to believe in your abilities. You will be helping others in your near future. But for right now, yes, the idea is this person that you wish to connect with for relationship status. I believe there's 3 of them that you might run into. Not to say it'll be a full relationship, but you should start seeing images a little bit here and there, but not a full profile. But mostly when you run into this person, mostly you have no indication that you're about to connect with this person. It'll be out of nowhere. So basically just go with the flow, but visualizing this person or receiving what is coming through should help you connect. Blessings.
Okay, and our last person is Sheena. Sheena, we can't hear you.
Yes, there's no audio there.
Well, I'll just ask her to type out the questions. That's it then. Thank you very much.
Yes, blessings to you all and happy connections. Good night. Do I have a blessing?
I do.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve. Namaste.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you all. Thank you, Ivy.
All right, blessings everyone, and